There is a type of man you have met before. You cannot fully explain what it is about him. He doesn't talk the most. He doesn't try the hardest. He doesn't chase anything you can see. But something about the way he moves makes you feel like he already has everything, even when he has nothing in his hands. You've been taught to want things loudly, to pursue, to chase, to need. Nobody ever taught you what becomes possible when you stop. I'm not here to tell you to detach from your goals or stop being ambitious. I'm here to show you a different kind of power, the kind that doesn't announce itself, the kind that makes people lean toward you instead of away, the kind that turns discipline from something you force into something you simply are. By the end of this video, you will understand why the man who needs nothing is the most dangerous man in any room he walks into. Stay with me. Here's what most men get wrong about discipline. They treat it like a performance. They wake up at 5 in the morning and tell people about it. They post the gym session, they announce the sacrifice, and somewhere underneath all of it is a need to be seen as disciplined, a need for the effort to be witnessed and validated. That is not discipline. That is approval seeking, wearing discipline's clothes. Real discipline is silent. It doesn't need an audience. It doesn't need a streak notification or a comment saying beast mode. It runs on something much colder than motivation and much more reliable. But here's the deeper thing most people miss. Needing things, outcomes, results, validation, comfort is not just an emotional weakness. It is a signal, and everyone around you reads it. When you need the deal, the other man owns the negotiation. When you need her to stay, she already has more power than you gave her. When you need people to see your effort, you've already handed them the ability to define your worth. The moment you need something from someone, you have given them something over you. Remember that. We'll come back to it. Let me show you what this looks like. Two men are building businesses. Both are struggling. Both have pressure coming from every direction. The first man needs it to work. You can feel it when he speaks. The tension in his pitch, the way he checks his phone after every email, the way his mood shifts with every result. He has become his outcome. When it goes well, he is high. When it doesn't, he disappears into himself. Everyone around him can feel the desperation even when he says nothing. Investors sense it, partners sense it, customers sense it, and slowly, quietly, they pull back. Now the second man. Same struggle, same pressure, but something is different about him. He moves like a man who has already decided he will be fine regardless. He pitches with energy, but walks away without clinging to the result. When things go wrong, he adjusts without falling apart. He is not cold. He is not indifferent. He simply does not need it the way the first man needs it, and people move toward him. Not because he is more talented, not because his idea is better, but because he carries no desperation, and desperation repels while composure attracts. Same situation, completely different gravity. Think about a tree in a storm. The tree that survives is not the one that resists the wind by being rigid. The rigid tree snaps. The tree that survives bends, roots deep enough that no matter how far it moves, it always returns to center. Most men have no roots. They are moved by everything. A comment, a result, a woman's mood, a setback. Their entire inner world shifts with every external change. The man who needs nothing has roots. He bends when life pushes, but he always returns to himself. Before we go further, if this is hitting, drop a like. It takes 1 second and it tells me to keep going this deep. Now back to it. Think about a sword. Before it becomes a weapon, it is just metal, soft, shapeable, easily bent. It becomes a sword through heat and pressure, through a process that is deliberately uncomfortable. The blacksmith doesn't apologize for the fire. The fire is the point. Most men spend their entire lives avoiding the fire. They call it self-protection. What it actually is remaining soft metal, potential that never became anything. Discipline is not punishment. It is the fire that decides what you become. Remember what I said, the moment you need something from someone, you give them something over you. Here's what that means in real life. The man who needs nothing is not empty. He is full of his own direction, his own standard, his own world. He doesn't need your opinion to know if he is on the right path. He doesn't need her reaction to know his own value. He doesn't need the result to know the work was worth doing. This is not arrogance. Arrogance is fragile. It needs to be confirmed constantly. This is something quieter and far more powerful. It is a man who has built his identity on something that cannot be taken from him. And when you are built like that, when nothing external can move your foundation, you stop reacting to the world and start choosing how to respond to it. That shift is everything. Here is the mindset. Stop building discipline to impress people. Build it because the man you are becoming requires it. There is a version of you that is harder, sharper, more deliberate, more still. That version does not beg for motivation in the morning. He does not negotiate with comfort. He does not need the outcome to validate the process. He has already decided who he is, and every action is just confirmation of that decision. Most men wait to feel ready before they act like that man. The truth is colder than that. You do not feel your way into becoming him. You act your way in. Every time you do the thing when you don't want to, you're casting a vote for who you are. Every time you walk away from what weakens you, you are drawing the outline of the man you are building. Nobody sees this work. Nobody claps for it. That is precisely why it is the most powerful work you will ever do. Needing nothing is not emptiness. It is the fullness of a man who has filled himself with something no one can give him and no one can take away. Most men will spend their entire lives chasing things that were never going to make them whole. You now know why. The man who needs nothing doesn't chase. He builds, he sharpens, he moves, and the world, without fully understanding why, gets out of his way. Most men won't become this. You already know if you will. This is Liss, Brine.